Hey you guys, welcome back. Today we're going to make some sweet potato gnocchis. These ones ended up being a little bit rustic, but so delicious. I'm using a soft white wheat and spelt combo, freshly milled in my Mock Mill Junior Deluxe. I really love my hand grain mill. Takes a little bit of elbow grease, but super fun and totally worth it. Put all your flour, I use about 2 cups usually, on your surface, a little bit of salt, and you know I'm bad about measuring, but probably a couple teaspoons of salt. Peel your roasted potatoes. So I popped these sweet potatoes in the oven earlier for about 20 minutes. So they're nice and soft. If you have a ricer, you can totally rice them. You can put them in the blender or you can smash them with a fork. I forgot that they get a little wily sometimes, and I should do this part in a separate bowl. I just hate making extra dishes. There's my helper, and we're ready to do the fun part. This is such a fun kids recipe because it's like Play-Doh. So get your best little helper to come and help you squish, squish, squish. You're just gonna knead that basically mashed potato puree in with your flour. And there's lots of other recipes that include, ricotta or eggs or different fancy things, but I like this really basic version. It just works for me. It's real homey country food. You don't have to have anything fancy. You don't need to go to the store. You can make it with your pantry staples. We all have flour and potatoes on hand most days. And that's really all this needs is flour, potatoes, salt, a little bit of elbow grease, and thyme. So you want a relatively stiff dough. It is going to be sticky, but just keep going. If you need to add a little bit more flour, do. You don't want to overwork or add too much flour like all baked goods, breads. If you continue to knead it and add more flour, it's going to get tough and dense. So try to get it to a point where it's not so sticky, it's still workable, but use as little flour as you can manage. Now we're going to break it into, I usually divide it into 8 pieces and then roll them out into little logs. Again, super fun to do with little ones, and even if they just mash it around for a while, it's going to be okay. You can re-roll those pieces later. Roll it out into a nice little log, and then I'm using my bench scraper to just cut little 1-inch pieces here. So I'm going to set most of these aside for freezing, but the ones we're going to eat tonight are going to go in the pot. I've got some butter and herb de Provence mix to season them. A pot of boiling water, you just drop these in and kind of space them out so that they're not right on top of each other. And let them go until they float to the top. And scoop them out, toss them in your hot pan of butter and herbs. And I like to let them get crispy on the outsides. You do not have to fry them after you boil them. In fact, it's pretty common to just toss them with a sauce, either butter and herbs or a tomato sauce or a pesto, straight out of the water. But I really like to fry them because you get that really nice crispy exterior and that chewy, soft dumpling interior. These are so yummy and they freeze really well. Super fun and easy pantry snack. I hope you guys try it. Let me know in the comments. Enjoy.